Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again with Code Geass. We're on episode 6 now. So in the last episode, just real quick summary. Suzaku met somebody who went by the name Yuffie, but instead was actually Euphemia Libertania, who seems to be a bit more on the neutral side and actually wants to have a perspective of both sides, the good and the bad, which is good. Because it seems like not a lot of that, like the Libertanias have that sort of, they don't really want that perspective. Yeah, we've got some information on the Japan Liberation Front. I know what they're about now. Suzaku has joined the school that Lelouch is actually at, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens between those two, and how Lelouch will actually go about something. Like, I wonder if he'll try and like coerce Suzaku into trying to join like that whole thing and try and keep it under wraps, because I don't think Lelouch is going to be someone that's going to be like, yeah, by the way, I'm Zero, so you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't seem like that'll be the way it'll go. But Suzaku has like, he is with the scientists and whatnot, so he can essentially go out in the Lancelot if he so desires. He's just not a part of the military anymore, so it's going to be interesting to see how all of this stuff unfolds. And also C2, the green-haired girl, is back, and we don't know how she came back. Imagine because she's not human. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, if we get any revelation regarding that. So let's, without further ado, let's just jump in episode 6, shall we? Let's go. The stolen mask.
What's an 11 doing here?
He was a suspect in Prince Clovis's murder, but the teacher said the charges were dropped.
You're suspicious enough to arrest, though, right?
Is that a little, like, sign, like, over this way? Oh, interesting. I want to see them. I want to see them converse.
7 years since we used this signal. Long time, huh?
Meeting on the roof like the old days.
Alive and kicking thanks to you. You almost died, trying to protect me.
I was just returning the favor from 7 years ago. And your name, do I still call you Lelouch?
The records count my old identity among the dead. I go by the name Lelouch Lamperouge now.
Were all of these painted by Clovis?
Yes.
Oh no, that painting's gonna come back to haunt them. Oh no.
Such gen-
Doesn't seem Zero is here. No point in going after them one at a time, I suppose. Vermin. Rot like the filth that you are!
I've got a special present for you today.
Really? What could it be?
Huh.
This hand. Thank heaven. I knew it. I just knew you'd be all right.
It's been a long time, Nana Lee.
You're still in the military?
Don't worry. I've been reassigned to the engineering corps. It's a lot less dangerous.
Right, so it's a different
cool.
core then.
Engineering, huh?
core.
I told you to stay in my room.
That boy out there. He's the Britannian soldier from Shinjuku, isn't he? Is that wise?
Don't worry, it's fine. He's a friend.
You've been demoted 3 ranks for failure. You have 2 options to choose from. Starting over as a pilot, or cultivating an orange farm.
You should come by again.
Cultivating an
Not only would
orange
enjoy
farm?
Sure,
Wow.
but I don't think we should be seen together at school.
What do you mean?
Think, how would you explain it? Being friends with an honorary Britannian? We have to guard your secret. I don't want to cause you any trouble.
Doing it again, huh? Everyone's needs but your own.
Again?
Forget it.
Thanks for having me. It
Talked
was
about
a lot of fun.
before.
I'll see you later.
I'm surprised he didn't. I'm surprised Suzuka didn't pick up on that.
It hasn't made the news yet, but the blood of the samurai faction was wiped out by Cornelia. They were the largest group we had in central Japan. Look, Zero, it won't be long till she comes after us.
Just keep your head. Our chance will come.
But
Sit tight, I'll contact you later. He's getting too overly familiar. Maybe I better cut my ties with them.
Yeah, he's gonna get bullied then. I get it.
I'm sorry. Am I too loud? Not at all. Why are you here? What about class? Oh, something wrong? Well, it's... I don't know. A little scary. Scary? We have a transfer student in our class now. It's that boy who was accused of murdering Prince Clovis. He's an 11. Trying to hide your mask, huh?
Unlike my Geass, the mask is a physical piece of evidence.
Bloody cat. Always messing with shit.
What the heck? They're just being cruel to Suzaku.
No, it's just... These things take time. People will come around.
Isn't there anything you can do, though? I mean, he is your friend.
Oh,
Hey,
Jesus.
Get that back! A cat! A stupid little cat!
Could he order the cat?
That wasn't my fault, was it? Because I've never heard my brother sound like that. He was completely hysterical.
That's weird. What could be so important to the guy?
A love letter? An embarrassing photo?
Poetry hero?
Poetry? Leadway, I told him to buzz off, you know. Totally. And then? Come on, you can guess, can't you? What's up with that cat? Is that the mask Zero wears? Or am I crazy?
Oh my god.
No way. Why would it be here?
You two saw it? Forget everything you've just seen.
You can do that?
Sure, no problem at all.
Good.
You can tell people to forget.
This is Millie. There's a cat loose on campus that needs to be rounded up.
Oh
Put everything on
no.
hold, people. And whoever catches our feline friend will get an extra special prize. A big old kiss from one of the members of the council.
You've been hanging around the student council, haven't you?
Oh dear
Taste of
God.
those lips.
It's not gonna be like some lame peck on the cheek, though, is it?
A kiss on the cheek would be fine with me.
Wait, we can choose where she plants it?
Oh, for God's sake.
From a member of the student council? Did that include Lelouch? Actually, I would prefer Millie. Could you get back in the closet, please?
Millie, stay out of this, will ya?
Offering people up as prizes. That's why I hate Britannians. Donnelly, is there anything about this cat that's special? I think that its leg must be hurt because its footsteps sounded off to me. And, oh, I almost forgot. It meowed like this. The school seems so laid back.
Haha, caught her.
Okay, we do this right and our lips will be safe. Oh, wait a sec! What's the matter? Who would you want to get a kiss from? Is there anyone in particular? It wouldn't be Lulu, would
This is
it?
not important.
Just what would make you think that? Oh, well, I guess it's just...
Oh no, Suzaku's gonna get it, isn't he?
Suzaku, Lelouch, you're looking for the cat too?
Oh God.
Worry about it. I'll get the cat.
I was always more agile than you. Remember when that little bird got loose?
Quit talking ancient history.
It was only 7 years ago.
Oh, for Pete's sake. He always was an exercise nut.
Oh God.
Suzaku?
Look at
Easy
him
now.
go.
You don't have to be scared.
Suzaku, come back.
It's all right.
Ah!
He's gonna have to save him.
Lelouch!
I wonder if he did that on purpose or not. Maybe.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
No! Oh, fucking hell.
Hey, what's going on? That transfer student just saved Lelouch from a really close call.
I think it's the same cat from the other day.
Maybe they'll start trusting him now, I guess. They should do, right?
You saved him! Thank you so much, Suzaku!
Yeah, way to go there, new guy.
That cat was carrying something, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was something on its head, but I never really got a good look at it. Ahead.
That's it! The embarrassing secret that he's hiding!
So that's it, Madam President?
Where'd he put it?
Aww! After all this time, I thought I had some dirt on you. So, do you two know each other then? Yeah, but he's an 11.
No, I just...
He's my friend. Madam President, would you permit him as a member of the Student Council?
Huh?
The rules are clear. All students are required to join a club.
Well, you are the vice president. I suppose I can't refuse. Now come here, you two. Lend me an ear.
Nonali.
There you go, the reward Miss Millie promised. Since you both caught the cat, you'll just have to settle for me. I'm a student council member.
This fucking music is so pretentious. Right. So these must be members of the family.
His Royal Majesty,
All men are not created equal, and others born sick and feeble, both in birth and in upbringing. In sheer scope of ability, every human is inherently different.
Inequality is not wrong. Equality is. What of the EU, which made equality a right? Rabble politics by a popularity contest. We fight, we compete. Evolution is continuous.
Evolution. Such a pretty little word.
Britannia alone moves forward, advancing steadily into the future. Even the death of my son Clovis demonstrates Britannia's unswerving commitment to progress. We will fight on! We shall struggle, compete, plunder, and dominate! And in the end, the future shall be ours! All hail Britannia! 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 All hail Britannia!
Well, honestly, that the king's speech, is he a king or is he an emperor? Which one is he? I don't know which one he is. I'd imagine king, because if it's Britannia, then it's, you know, princes and princesses. It'll be king, not an emperor. But that speech at the end just proves how up his own arse that he is. That even at Clovis's state funeral, he mentioned him once, and everything else was about, oh no, it's about progressing and about us. It's about us being above everybody else, and you must follow us, and like all that shit. You know what I mean? It just proves how little he actually gives a fuck about his family, and he just wants this empire to rule the world, essentially. Yeah, I guess then the first thing in this episode, when the king's, like, before the opening credits, he basically said, I was just conversing with Clovis. So I'm guessing he's like, I don't know, must have been like sort of like talking to like him in spirit kind of thing, as opposed to actually doing it. I was just confused at the beginning. So Lelouch saved Suzaku 7 years ago. We've yet to know what that was about. We've yet to know how that came to pass. I wonder if that's got something to do with why Lelouch went into hiding and maybe acted dead. I don't know. That painting of Lelouch will come back to haunt him. Like, Clovis obviously painting pictures and stuff, and it's kind of sad, really, isn't it? It's kind of sad about Clovis and stuff, because, like, thinking about it, you know what I mean? I kind of just see Clovis as like that sort of, he was forced into this role, and he was more of a coward at the end of the day. I feel like he's more sort of like cowardly. He's kind of just like taken the role as like his father just give it to him and stuff like that, and just said like, I don't know, don't disappoint me. So he's just kind of following the he was just following that, you know what I mean? And I remember asking a question like, did Clovis actually like love Lelouch's family? And I was wondering if that was the case, or he was just trying, like, you know, just acting like he was saving his life. But like that, the fact that he actually painted those paintings, that he painted like Lelouch and stuff, makes me think that he did. So it makes me feel a bit bad for him, you know. But the fact that he painted those, you know, it's like, it's real enough to figure out who they are from the paintings. And at some point, Euphemia is going to... Is Euphemia in it? Yeah. Is going to make that connection, I think. She's probably going to, like, see him, like, cross a path or something, and it's going to be like, wait a minute, I've seen him before or something. Put two and two together. And yeah. Oh yeah, well Lelouch saving Suzaku 7 years ago had anything to do with Lelouch going like into hiding or whatnot. It wouldn't be, will it? It would be like after his mother was killed, because I guess they were trying to take out that whole family, like the whole family, I suppose. So that's what that would have been. Yeah, Cornelia is the one with the purple hair and stuff in it. Yeah, so we got her name down. It's the engineering corps is where the Lancelot and whatnot. That must be the engineering corps. I was wondering because in the last episode, one of the guys, the guy who voices the a load of voices in Skyrim, said something about the special corps being here. I don't know if those two are interlinked, like the engineering corps and the special corps. I don't know. But regardless, Jeremiah has been demoted 3 ranks, so he can either be a pilot, like back at like starting from square one, or he can, or he can be a farmer on an orange farm. Like, that is just a real, like... that is just a real kick you when you're down moment, innit? Like, there's just so much savagery in that. Yeah, I'm surprised Suzaku didn't pick up the idea of Lelouch saying, oh, doing it again, like, leaving it again, like, because, you know, when Suzaku was like, I don't think we should be seen together and stuff like that, and Lelouch said, you know, oh, you're leaving again, as in, because the first time was when Lelouch was in the get-up and he had the helmet on, and, you know what I mean, so he almost gave it away, like, that whole thing. I'm surprised Suzaku didn't, like, he almost, like, seemed like, oh, no, that was nothing, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like it almost like it didn't happen, you know? But I guess, I mean, I don't know, because like, I would think he would at least like question it, like what does he mean by that? But I don't know, I guess not. I guess like the idea is obviously Lelouch is the smarts, like has the smarts, and like Suzaku is the, you know what I mean, the agile one where he's, you know what I mean, I guess he's not that smart, I guess, but I don't know. I still would have thought he'd like that would have been something he would have figured out, but I guess not. Yeah, I wrote down like, could Lelouch use his power on an animal? I don't say why not, right? But would you have to? Would he have to look into the into the eyes? So like if someone was like facing behind him, he couldn't. Like if he was if someone was like in front of him, facing away from him, he wouldn't be able to give him an order and it would work, right? I guess I that's imagine anyway. But he can tell people to forget, so he can literally just alter their mind then. So could he theoretically like tell people? I'm just thinking, because this Geass seems to be an idea to not just like give people orders and things like that. If he can tell people to forget, then surely he should be able to tell people to change their ideals and stuff, right? Like, could like theoretically could be like, I want you to start thinking this way from now on, and like change people's like views of everything. Because if you can tell people to forget, like, surely that's the same thing, right? You can manipulate, like, their brain. So surely you'd be able to do that as well. I don't know. Yeah, with the one on the roof, I was wondering if Lelouch actually fell on purpose to get Suzaku's attention, like, away from the cat. I can see you would do that. Obviously, being smart, he would realize that Suzaku would not let Lelouch fall. So I wonder if he did it. He did actually fall on purpose. I imagine he did. Yeah, I wrote down the student council like members and stuff like Millie, Shirley, and Rivel, obviously, just so I know their names for next time. And yeah. Yeah. All right. It's definitely an interesting thing now. Obviously, with Suzaku joining the student council and stuff like that. I love that interaction now. I love that like normal interaction between Suzaku and Lelouch now, because of like obviously their differences and stuff. But only Lelouch knows what Suzaku is doing. Like what like the reason why he's doing stuff. Suzaku doesn't know the other way, which is definitely interesting, and I'm just I just wonder how this will end up. Like, I feel like at some point during this, it's going to end up being like, well, what's more important? Is it friendship, or is it the greater good of like mankind? I guess, you know, and that'd end up being tough. But it seems like Lelouch can like let his emotions get the better of him at some points, which could be a downfall because you know, like when he did that, what, you're doing this again, like kind of thing. Like it seems like he could, like, although he's very smart and intelligent and coming up with things, I think, you know, depending on the situation, emotion can really get the better of him, and then he could lose his, like, you know, he could lose his advantage because of that. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, that is all for this week. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.